Time to play the game. Time to play the game!
Hello everyone, and welcome to MMO Hunter. I had originally decided to stop doing scouting missions for a while, due to the fact that a lot of titles that I'm looking forward to are not yet in beta or ready to launch. And then I started thinking about it. There are an awful lot of games that I do play, and I figured I may as well give you my impressions on. So for the next several weeks, or at least until some games hit their betas, I'm going to revisit some games that have been out for a while, games that I've put some time into. I will of course try to be objective looking at these games from a beginner's point of view. So for this week, our scouting mission takes us to Azeroth and into the world of Warcraft. World of Warcraft, for those who have been living under a rock for the past 10 years, is an open-world subscription-based MMO by Blizzard Entertainment. Launched in 2004, the game has seen its high point of 12 million subscribers and has released 5 expansions, with a new expansion due out maybe the middle of next year. As many of you know, I'm a huge fan of the Warcraft franchise, and despite the nitpicks I currently have a lack of game content, I still feel Warcraft is a great title. But let's break it down to see what the game's all about. Like most MMOs, you're presented with a standard character customization screen. Here, you can pick between 2 factions, Alliance or Horde. There are 13 different races to pick from and 11 different classes. That's actually quite a lot in comparison to many other MMOs. Not all races can be all classes, however, with all races having at least 1 or 2 restrictions for their race-class combo. With the last expansion, Blizzard updated all the game character models to reflect their much higher resolution and polygon counts. Though the characters do look better and human males have noses rather than a strange triangle-shaped block in the middle of their faces, the amount of customization options here is limited. With no real ability to tweak your character beyond the preset faces and hairstyles, you're guaranteed to find your doppelganger rather quick. Though some new hairstyles have been added to the game's barbershop, a means of altering your character's hair and features, updates to customization have been few and far between. Jumping right into the game, however, Warcraft is easy to pick up. As you level, new abilities are added automatically to your action bars, doing away with the need to make you run all the way back to town to talk to a trainer. At level 10, you'll be able to select your primary specialization. You get 3 to choose from, opening up new abilities and spells. At level 15, you will open up your talent tab. Periodically, at different level intervals, you will be able to select between 3 new abilities. These abilities can be switched out at any time with the use of a Tome of Clear Mind to adjust to your needs and playstyles. Questing is abundant in Warcraft. For those who enjoy reading, you'll have a very fulfilling time learning the very intricate stories presented in Warcraft. Warcraft is sort of a start to the heavy quest leveling experience. Most games prior and still rely on the grind of mobs to earn XP to level. Even in Warcraft's alpha days, there were only about 200 available quests for the entire game, but people liked the idea so much that it became the primary means of leveling. Zones and designs in this game are fantastic with very little dead space. Random items and odd locations can often lead to a story if you're interested enough to follow along the trail. Music in the game is also fantastic with special compositions for different environments and events. Well worth a listen if you're one to play without sound. Warcraft lore is deep and immersive, and sometimes can be on the daunting side. With lore stemming from many different sources outside of the game, at times events that happen in the game can seemingly come out of nowhere. This is one of my few gripes about Warcraft. External plot. This stems mainly from books and comics that establish canon without establishing the events in the actual game. For those who enjoy lore and RP, Warcraft does offer a pretty large RP community. This isn't something I often see in other titles, despite games having distinctive RP servers. It's pretty common to see people RPing in Stormwind, so if you're into storytelling and total immersion, you'll love Warcraft RP. WoW has lots to offer many different people, from PvP battlegrounds and competitive arenas to 5-man instances and a plethora of 10 and 25-man raids. Some would say WoW has made a few steps backwards with PvP, however, and many in the PvP community aren't pleased with the lack of engaging new battlegrounds or PvP content. For a game based around faction war, there seems to be very little fighting between the said factions. Like almost every game, WoW offers a variety of crafting options. Unfortunately, crafting sort of sucks. If you're new to crafting, you'll find any items that you can make will usually be below your level once you have the materials gathered to make something. So leveling crafting while you're leveling is nearly impossible. It's better for new players to just pick up a gathering profession to start, that way they can at least make some gold to sell in the auction house. Warlords pretty much ruined crafting, making it virtually meaningless. I could go on a very long rant about crafting, but I think I will save that for another video. Pet Battles plays very much like an in-game Pokemon. You capture, collect, train, and battle your pets to earn experience and gold. There are hundreds of pets to find all over the game world, with some being more rare than others. You can even battle other players and become a battle pet master. WoW's cash shop is a little lackluster, though there is little in the way of play to win other than overpriced character boosts and WoW tokens used to purchase game time. The shop only has a handful of items like pets and mounts. Blizzard could stand to beef up its cosmetic items and toys. So the breakdown. For new players, WoW has tons to offer, and despite the fact I'm a little miffed at the game for not entertaining me currently, it's done a pretty damn good job for the past 10 years. More information on Legion, the next expansion, is slowly being released and some of the features look amazing. It's something I'm super excited for. If you have a little money to throw at an MMO and you've never touched Warcraft before, I would highly recommend giving it a shot. It's fun, it has a great story, and despite its flaws, it's one of the best MMOs out there. Thanks for taking the time to watch this week's scouting mission. If you liked this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, please subscribe. But till next time, this is Mythka, logging out.